about that.
Oh yeah, that's right, because I'm a Southerner. You can't tell from my accent. So yeah, I was born in Louisiana, and that's where all my family's. Yeah, Louisiana now. Well, so I was born in Louisiana, and all my father's side of the family grew up in Dorleen, which is a tiny, tiny, tiny town. And we ended up doing the scene where they see me in season 1 when I'm running naked on the, you know, and Andy Belford and, you know, Terry are like, you know, who's that guy? That was on old, like, land that my great-great-great-great-grandfather owned a long time ago.
So weird.
And all of my, yeah, and like 13 of my relatives were buried about a mile from where I did that. From the conservative side of the family, so they were turning over in their graves. I mean, they were, I don't know if they were pleased about it. Big, you know, kind of wild.
Yeah.
What
What are the chances of that?
I know, very small, very small. So that was a trip. I wasn't expecting it. We got to Shreveport, and I saw Dorleen on the call sheet, and I just flipped out. I couldn't believe it.
And then you took your clothes off and ran around.
But you know what's weird about that scene is I had to wear these little these shoes because the path that I was running had like anthills and there were snakes everywhere, of course, and spiders and all that, alligators and stuff, dragons, and so I had to wear these. So not only did I just have like the little sock thing that we wear, I had to have this little. What was worse is I had to have these like tan like jazz shoes. That's like the worst look that you can have.
I actually heard about that.
And it was running. Like, if you've ever seen yourself running naked, it's the most awkward thing you can see yourself do.
On set when 50 people are watching.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they shoot the crew over to an area because they make it private, so they push the crew over to this area. But they messed up. It happened to be right in the line where I was running. So they were all like at craft service eating tuna fish sandwiches and going. They had not. Nobody wanted to see that. The jazz shoes was.
And Nelson, Lafayette was supposed to die in the first season, but you made him such a fan favorite, they've kept him around. How did you develop the character?
Well, from my mama.
Really?
Yeah, Lafayette is actually a concoction of my mother and my sisters. He is, oddly enough. I did a lot of research, and I watched people, and I was trying to be a good actor, and when actuality, it just is close to home. The mannerisms, the do-rags, all that stuff comes from my mother and my sisters. Unfortunately, they don't really watch the show. My youngest sister does, so she'll call me and she was like, so, the hand thing, I do that. Did you steal that from me? I said, yeah, send me a check. Her favorite is actually Sam. When she first saw him naked, she was like, he has a nice booty. Send me a picture.
That's cool, man. Like your outfits are so original. They're so unique.
Yeah.
That's so interesting to hear that you got all that from your family, like the hair, like all the hair, the head wraps and stuff.
Well, I mean, Lafayette is country in the way he
Yeah.
and I'm from Alabama. So. No, I'm from Alabama. So, and plus, that is Audrey.
Oh yeah.
Our costume designer.
Yeah, Audrey Fisher. She's our costume designer. She's responsible for what, 50% of payout.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she did that jumpsuit. We're always talking about the
Sam
season 2.
He can't forget it. Remember the red sequin jumpsuit when Sam.
It was the one time that I visited Fantasia.
Yeah.
And you were dressed in some kind of crazy 80s jumpsuiters. I don't know what they call them.
Nobody knows what to call them. That was the most interesting, wonderful, confusing outfit.
I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
No one could take their eyes off of it.
All right, we'll be taking questions from the audience soon. So